Hey guys, Michael B. the Game Genie here, and in today's video we're talking about the sequel to one of my favorite video games of all time, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, getting its release date pushed back to 2023, and in the announcement video they may have revealed some plot details regarding the Master Sword. On top of that, PlayStation Plus has unveiled their new subscription service price tiering that's going to be coming out, and it looks like it'll now be a combination of what Game Pass is and what the Nintendo Online service is. So for retro gamers, is this exciting? Let's talk about it right after this. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. If this is your first time at the channel, please like, subscribe, click the bell for notification, all that YouTube stuff that helps me out. So this is a very different video for me, completely straying away from the home arcade space and even retro gaming to some extent, but it's news I wanted to talk about. I'm a huge Legend of Zelda fan, and Breath of the Wild was a revelation in the series, completely changed the dynamic, and we've all been patiently waiting for the sequel Breath of the Wild 2 since it was announced a little while ago. We're looking for little tidbits of information. The game was supposed to be releasing this year, but unfortunately we got this update from Nintendo this morning. So I was scrolling through Nintendo earlier today and I saw a post from Nintendo of America stating the Legend of Zelda series producer EJ Unuma, I definitely got that wrong, has an update to share about the launch timing of the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Please take a look. So you can see right from the tweet, you can go and watch the video. I actually went and found it on their YouTube page. What he's describing to us in this time is not a big surprise. As we know, in 2022, due to all the worldwide shipping issues, global issues that's been going on, we were told up front the game development was going to be partially stalled. So it's no surprise Nintendo needs extra time to develop the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 correctly. And Shigeru Miyamoto is a big proponent of do not send a game out broken. So while other studios might send a game out early, Nintendo definitely won't. So here's some gameplay we've kind of already saw. It shows the sky element of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. And coming up very soon, we're going to see the new piece that's got everybody talking like crazy. So we're going to have to wait till 2023 to get a further explanation on this. Why is the Master Sword broken? Oh, I wish you didn't go dark. Why is the Master Sword broken? So we're going to go back here to that. I mean, just look at this thing. Like, so that's the Master Sword, and as you can see, Link has some kind of proponent there. Like, we all saw in the initial video that mummy that came up and kind of maybe attacked him, the ghost again, and maybe it corrupted his arm, and the corruption has hit the Master Sword. Now, also, call me stupid, because I've seen this Master Sword in the first game, I'm seeing this Master Sword in this game. I am only now making the connection that this is in fact the exact same Master Sword as the one from Skyward Sword. Like, the Master Sword is always slightly different from game to game, but guys, like, take a look at it. That's one for one the Master Sword from Skyward Sword. So it's no big surprise that we're moving into the Sky territory in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, because it seems like they happen in the same universe or in the same timeline. So yeah, guys, there's theories all over the place. I advise you to go out and check them all out, but everybody is completely blown away by this revelation that the Master Sword is now destroyed, or the Goddess Sword, as we just found out, and that The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, maybe you guys already knew this, and I'm just slower and I didn't figure it out till now, but Breath of the Wild 2 and the Breath of the Wild series is happening, it seems. Of course, we know Skyward Sword was supposed to be the first game, but that's the exact same Master Sword. So I'm left from this trailer, of course, disappointed that The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be delayed further, that it's going to be longer till it arrives, but I'm even more enticed now about seeing this mystery, how we're obviously going to have to repair the Master Sword or get rid of our corruption before we can use it appropriately. So that's some good plot elements right there that have been revealed by Nintendo. Get people excited, and of course, I'm more than fine with delays. I'd rather play a good game when it's done than a bad game when I can, if that makes any sense. So Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, unfortunately, it's going to be delayed, not out in this calendar year, but by all intents and purposes, it looks like it's going to be an even better game when it comes out in 2023. And now we've got this fresh piece of news that we can all speculate on and bring up in these stupid videos and try to figure out exactly what's going on with the Master Sword that apparently is also the Skyward Sword. Weird. Anyways, moving on to the next topic of the day. The big news is PlayStation announced their new change to their PlayStation Plus subscription service. Personally, I've never been a huge fan of PlayStation Plus. I just never subscribed. I just haven't seen the value there. Most of the games I would want to play and they've offered on it are really PlayStation 4 level games that I can play on my PlayStation 5 with the PlayStation 4 discs that I already have. So I didn't get the appeal to the original PlayStation Plus. Just didn't seem to add a lot of value for me. Whereas Game Pass, I mean, you get day of new games, plus you're getting old games. And then with Nintendo Online Direct, they have a very specific retro game section. So PlayStation Plus for me always seemed to miss the mark for some reason and just not worth the subscription. Fast forward to today's news, all new PlayStation Plus launches in June with 700 plus games and more value than ever. So going down, basically, we've getting tiers. So you got PlayStation Plus Essentials, provides the same benefits that PlayStation Plus members are going to get today, such as 2-month downloadable games, exclusive discounts, cloud storage for save games, online multiplayer access. There are no changes for existing PlayStation Plus members in this tier. So the Essential membership is basically exactly what you got. So price for PlayStation Plus Essentials, so the old membership, United States, $9.99 monthly, $24.99 quarterly, and $59.99 yearly. So, I mean, $60. That's what you're getting for those games. So those are traditionally PlayStation 4 type games, and maybe some, I don't know. I've just never seen any value in it. If you're a PlayStation Plus member, nothing changes. Then we move down to PlayStation Plus Extra, provides all the benefits from the Essential tier. Then it adds a catalog of up to 400 of the most enjoyable PS4 and PS5 games, including blockbuster hits from our PlayStation Studios catalog and third-party partners. Games in the Extra tier are downloadable for play. So this is where it gets more like Game Pass. So we're going to get PlayStation 4 games and even PlayStation 5 games, current gen, that you can download and play on your system. So exactly like Game Pass. And then if you go to the price point, that's going to be $14.99 per month, $40 per quarter, or $100 yearly. That's pretty good value. Then we move down to the main package, PlayStation Plus Premium, provides all the benefits from the Essential and Extra tiers, adds up to 340 additional games, including PS3 games available via cloud streaming, which is kind of hit and miss. I've never been a big fan of cloud streaming. A catalog of beloved classic games available in both streaming and download options from the original PlayStation, PlayStation 2, and PSP generations. Of course, Vita fans are going to be upset that no love is once again shown to the Vita. Offers cloud streaming access for original PlayStation, PlayStation 2, PSP, and PS4 games offered in the Extra, Premium, and tier markets. Time-limited game trials will also be offered in this tier, so customers can try select games before they buy. Price point again is United States, $17.99 a month, $50 quarterly, or you get the value bundle, the quantity discount bundle of $120 yearly. Honestly, compared to what you're paying for the last option of $100 yearly, extra $20, seems totally like it's worth it for me. This is including everything. So this is a combination of Xbox Game Pass and the Nintendo Online service. So the big news is with the new PlayStation Plus service launches, PlayStation Now will now transition into the new PlayStation Plus offering and will no longer be available as a standalone service. PlayStation Now customers will migrate over to PlayStation Plus Premium with no increase to their current subscription fees at launch. As this is a massive launch effort, we're rolling out PlayStation Plus offering in a phased regional approach in the June timeline. We'll begin in several markets, Asia, followed by North America, Europe, and the rest of the world. Yeah, guys, what a big change. So for me, I'm pretty excited about this because I personally love Xbox Game Pass, especially now that I'm doing the PC gaming too. So it's the best of all worlds. I get first-party Xbox titles day of launch on my Xbox Live Game Pass, Plus, I get a bunch of other games that I can play on it from the current gen, as well as some going back. And then I can play them on PC as well. Really love Game Pass. And I also love the Nintendo Switch Online service, being able to go back and play some of these classic games from older generations and experience those libraries. But Nintendo does the added touch of adding the extra controller. We're all lucky PlayStation has basically only done minor changes on their controllers over the years. It's essentially still the PlayStation 1 DualShock controller going all the way back to the first one, so it'll still feel like you're playing a PlayStation game. So I see a lot of value here. Of course, it's not as good a value as either one independently. So you get Xbox, for example. Let's talk about Xbox. So with the Xbox service, you get day of game sales. So the day Halo Infinite came out, we got to play Halo Infinite. PlayStation have come out and said that's not going to happen with the PlayStation Plus Premium tier. They just can't do day of limited release launches. So the day God of War Ragnarok comes out, it's not going to be on the service. We may see it down the line when it becomes what does PlayStation call their games? The premium hits or platinum hits. We'll see it come on the service then maybe, or later on down the line, but it won't be day of. So you don't get the one-for-one that Xbox provides you. And then on the Nintendo side, we're getting a load of DLC for our already available content. There's all kinds of extra features like the Animal Crossing stuff, the new Mario Kart tracks. So, I mean, on top of it just being the retro gaming stuff, they're also adding in fun extras that add added value that I don't know if PlayStation Plus Premium is going to have. So, you've got 3 different companies all offering different online services, and it seems like PlayStation has taken a smattering of both and tried to beef up their PlayStation Plus model. So I'm interested to hear back from you guys. What do you think of the new increased PlayStation Plus? The other interesting piece of this conversation is really it's about time PlayStation looked at this, because it's only a matter of time. We always talk about like the blockbuster corporate meetings and them looking at streaming services and saying, maybe we should do something about this in the future. And they're like, nah, video rental stores will last forever. Now it's an extinct business concept and streaming services ruled away. People don't even buy their own movies for home anymore. No one collects stuff. Well, VHS collectors don't get mad at me, but you know what I mean? The world has transitioned, and it seems like the video game world at some point is going to transition as well. I hate it. I've been a physical collector all my life. I get it. You don't really own a game, but maybe we are going into a world of digital, and if digital ownership doesn't appeal to you, then this idea of a streaming service with digital renting where you don't own your games anyways may be the next great step in this medium. Who knows? But it's nice to see PlayStation go in this direction and offer some kind of service that has a lot more value than the original PlayStation Plus, in my opinion. Anyways, guys, that's all the news for today. I could talk about this stuff all the time. I just get so excited about it. Let me know, what do you think of the delay in Breath of the Wild 2? Are you disappointed about it? And what do you think of what the leaked footage showed with the Master Sword or Goddess Skyward Sword being revealed to be some kind of corruption into it, Calamity Ganon corruption? What do you think of that? What do you think it is? And what do you think it'll mean in the long term? Also, let me know what you think about the new PlayStation Plus pricing tiers. Is this something that you're going to be interested in now? Were you already subscribed to PlayStation Plus or PlayStation Now? And if so, are you going to continue your subscription? Do you think there's added value here? Or if you never subscribed before, is this enough to get you to jump on board? Anyways, guys, let me know. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. This is Michael B. the Game Genie, and I'll talk to you next time.